and then is perceived to be not serving the interests of the people, but serving alien interests, you actually cause more extremism in a country.
Azad is asking, what do you think of the killing of ex-governor, tribal leader Nawab Bhukti, and the arrest of ex-chief minister Mangal, if these names are spelt properly? You know these cases?
Very much so, and I think the case of Nawab Bhukti, really there should be a criminal case registered against General Musharraf. It was plain and straightforward murder. There was no way what the government did against Nawab Bhukti was justified. You do not use helicopter gunships and jets against your own people. And I'm the one who protested. I went to actually Balochistan, and spoke out against it. But I think that never again should we have military running the government, because these are the mistakes military.
That's what happened.
Rather than solving issues politically, they end up using the gun and exacerbate the situation.
Now, you made the point, and it's obvious to anyone with eyes to see that General Musharraf was being blackguarded one moment. He was suspended from the Commonwealth. He had an arms embargo. President Clinton wouldn't shake hands with him in front of the cameras. And overnight, he metamorphosed from a blackguarded general to a civilian-suited president. He appointed himself the president. The United States clearly has rewarded Musharraf as they rewarded Zia-ul-Haq. Unfortunately, those rewards didn't trickle down much to the mass of the population. Will the United States allow a return of democracy in Pakistan? Can they stop it?
I don't think anyone can stop now this move towards democracy. I think, the big revolution in Pakistan has been the private TV channels. What no one realizes, including General Musharraf, did not realize that the private TV channels have changed our country. The sort of TV debate which people now see, the quality of debate, the current affairs political programs are the most popular programs in Pakistan, much more than dramas and soap operas.
I wish that were true here.
Yeah, I wish. Well, mind you, you don't have issues like we have.
Yeah.
So, because of this, the country has changed. The political awareness which people have today is unprecedented. So what happened was that when he removed the Chief Justice, he was shocked by the reaction. NQM has done this sort of thing before. They blew up the entire leadership of Sunni Tehreek. 44 people were blown up in last year in this bomb attack during a rally. And all leadership went. The same leadership had asked me 3 weeks earlier to come and speak out in Parliament that they were being target killed by the NQM. So I should speak out for them. And all of them disappeared 3 weeks later. Now, no one ever got caught. And no one would get caught, because when there is no independent judiciary, you can basically, if you're in power, you can do what you want. Now, nothing happened then. But now, on 12th May, when the NQM gunmen started firing, this was recorded by television channels. Everyone saw this live on television. And that's where Altaf Hussain underestimated. Just like General Musharraf underestimated the people when
they attacked the TV stations.
Then one TV station which was showing all the live gory coverage, they actually went and attacked the TV station. For 6 hours they were firing at the TV station. Live, the television was saying, we are asking for police to come to help us, but no one is coming, because the police was part of the government, and the government was one that was firing the bullets. So, what NQM did not realize, and what General Musharraf did not realize, that this is a new Pakistan. The television channels have changed Pakistan. And so, this tide which is flowing, no one is going to be able to stop it. And what the Americans must realize is that they must learn from history. They stood with a dictator, Shah of Iran, right to the end. And the movement against the dictator...
And then they lost everything.
And in the end, the movement, which should have only been against the dictator, ended up going against the US.
Yes, absolutely. Now, we have another thing in common. I hold the highest award in Pakistan, Hilal-e-Qadi-Azam, for my work on the restoration of democracy in the 80s. But I also hold the Hilal-e-Pakistan for my work in support of the people of Kashmir. You famously said, though you were joking, that just before an India-Pakistan cricket match, let's settle the Kashmir question over this match. But you are now one of the few Pakistani political leaders who's still talking about the legitimate rights of the people of Kashmir, which cannot be bought and sold or signed away as part of some big rapprochement, which of course we all want to see. But it has to be based on the justice, surely, of the case of the people of Kashmir.
Well, George, let me say, I mean, I'm one of those Pakistanis who has had more love from India than probably any other Pakistani. And I'm one who really believes that the Kashmir issue is not just keeping India behind, but Pakistan behind too. I mean, all our resources, rather than being spent on human beings, are being spent on these useless arms.
Yes.
And so there's arms race going on when the poorest area in the world is the subcontinent. It's criminal. We need to sort out this dispute. And so I'm one of those who believes in peace and settling this issue. But I also believe peace comes with justice. You have to have just settlements. There's no point in the powerful imposing a settlement on the weak and expecting peace after that. Otherwise, there would be peace in Palestine now.
Yes.
There's never going to be peace. Unless and until you have justice.
This is a simple slogan. No justice, no peace.
And justice comes from giving people the democratic right to decide the destiny.
So they're asking, the Kashmiri people are only asking to put an X on a piece of paper to decide their destiny, which the United Nations granted them more than 50 years ago, but it's never been implemented.
Exactly. I mean, it's when the world community, has endorsed a UN Security Council resolution. You cannot say that suddenly, it's too late to implement people's rights. You can't. I mean, rights, it's never too late to implement people's rights.
Somebody's just texted asking if you're afraid of assassination. I know that there are lots of people afraid on your behalf, but I don't get the impression you're a man that gets afraid easily.
Well, it comes from my faith in God. I believe that, when the time to go, you're going to go. And, the only thing God has left, I mean, this is my belief, that the only thing God has left in our hands is, do we want to go like a tiger or a jackal? It's up to us. That's the only thing we can do. We can die, we can go believing in our convictions, or we can just hide and sort of go like a whimpering.
Well, as